Hello, I'm Kerr. Welcome to my art studio. Painting poppies in watercolour is what we're looking at today. Probably every landscape artist that ever there was has at some time painted a field of poppies. So in order to keep up that tradition, let's get started. Are you ready? I've put two little marks on the paper to suggest the horizon, no need to draw it on the paper, and I've just suggested the position of the flowers. First thing to do is to wet your paper all the way down with clear water. Now with a weak wash of quinacridone gold, same colour but a little stronger. Now some beautiful rich burnt sienna. And burnt sienna with a touch of ultramarine blue, allowing everything to blend wet into wet. A little bit of Pyrrole Scarlet, which will pick up the colour of the poppies, and it'll give the painting more harmony. Now with a tissue folded flat, take out some paint. Now a little extra burnt sienna with ultramarine blue, just to give it some depth. And take out some more paint. Notice how I've folded the tissue. Now that we've nearly finished the sky, we'll allow everything to dry completely. Now re-wet the painting well above the horizon and take the water down to the bottom of the paper. Now with a mix of quinacridone gold with just a touch of ultramarine blue, paint in the light green, trying to avoid the area of the poppies. But it doesn't matter if you don't, we can always take the paint out later. Now with quinacridone gold with ultramarine blue, keep your strokes in an upright direction as if they were grasses growing. Because you wet the paper well above the horizon level, everything is going to blend beautifully wet into wet. Add a little more ultramarine to your mix. And a little touch of burnt sienna to make it even darker. Now with either a fingernail, the end of your brush, or you could use a piece of plastic card, scratch in some stalks. Then with a number 8 brush, paint in a few really dark stems and grasses. Then with a damp brush and a tissue, take out the paint in the area where you want to paint the poppies. And then drop in a little bit of Pyrrole Scarlet mixed with ultramarine to suggest little poppies in the background. Let everything dry completely before going in and starting to paint the poppies. Use Pyrrole Scarlet, and then while this is still wet, drop in a mix of Pyrrole Scarlet with ultramarine blue to form the shadows, and let everything blend wet into wet on the poppies. Take out some highlight to give the poppy some shape and carry on painting the other poppies. Don't be tempted to paint beautifully open poppies with all the centres showing. If you look at a field of poppies, you very rarely see one that's perfectly shaped. All the little petals are usually flopped over or blowing in the breeze. So just paint in the actual shape of the poppy and the shadows. few little extra dark bits here and there. Now put in some stems with a very dark green paint. Thicken up the area just where the stem meets the flower so that it looks as though the stem can support the weight of the flower. Now with a rigger brush, put in some wriggly twiddly bits, and those of you who've watched my other videos will know that wriggly twiddly bits is a technical term. Pop in a little bud. And another little bud over here. Now with the side of a number 12 brush, stroke in some texture. Notice how I'm holding my brush. Oh, more detail. Mind you don't overdo it, Anne. And take out some highlights on one or two of the poppies with a damp brush. 3 little birds in the sky. Don't make them too big or they'll look like eagles. And there we have the finished painting. A lovely poppy field resting under the glow of a golden sky. For most of my paintings, I usually put the line drawing up on my website so that you can download it to get you started. However, for this painting, you don't really need a line drawing. You just need to mark very gently the positions of the poppies, and that's all you need to do. Or you could be really brave and do no drawing at all and just go in and make it up as you go along. Have a go, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If this video has been useful for you and you'd like some more videos like this, then consider clicking that subscribe button and the little bell icon, because that lets you know when I upload another video for you. If you've enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, there is an artist in everyone. Goodbye for now.